College of Charleston getting ready to do battle here in the Low Country. Let's go ahead and take a look at the start lineups. We'll start out with Elon, Hunter McIntosh, Chuck Hanna, Marcus Sheffield. Sheffield, a transfer from Stanford, will get the start, along with Hunter Woods and Simon Wright. For the Cougars, they'll go with Grant Riller, Brevin Galloway, Zep Jasper in the backcourt, while Sam Miller and Jalen McManus will get the start in the front court. Only a few hundred tickets left for today's game. Of course, TD Arena holds 5,100. Take a look at Mike Shiraji in his first season at the helm of Elon. And, of course, you have Earl Grant in his sixth season at the helm. Grant 116-74 in his 6 seasons at the helm. Today's officials, Jeremy Mosier, Kellen Milner, and Landon Randy. So we're underway, and the Cougars win the tip. Charleston, of course, moving right to left. Jasper, left wing, back to McManus. They'll swing it around to Riller. Touch it for the first time today. Back to McManus. He'll fire a three-pointer, and it's no good. It rims out. Rebound grabbed by Elon. As Hunter McIntosh will grab the first rebound of the afternoon. We're underway from TD Arena. Hunter Woods swinging around to Hanna. Back over to McIntosh. Goes in the deep corner. That's Woods. Shot up right at the rim, and he will muscle it into the rim somehow over the smaller Grant Riller. And Hunter Woods strikes first for Elon. And the Phoenix on top 2-0, just underway from TD Arena. Grant Riller works around the double team. He'll swing it over to Sam Miller. Jasper has it. Back to McManus. Over to Riller. Riller, he'll launch a three-pointer, and it's no good as it hits the back iron. But the rebound grabbed by Sam Miller. They'll get a new shot clock. Brevin Galloway off a career-high 23 as a turnover as Grant Riller on his drive to the basket stepped on the sideline. And the turnover will give it back to Elon.
And both teams, you can tell, coming out with lots of perimeter pressure, trying to force turnovers. Look, Charleston even extended to the full court. You knew they were going to put an emphasis on that coming into this game.
So the Phoenix back on the attack. Fans still standing because Charleston has not scored their first basket yet. They'll have a seat when Charleston puts the ball through the net. Sheffield, step back, three-pointer. Good. As Marcus Sheffield rattles into three from the left wing, and it's 5-0. In the last 3 games, Charleston, winners of all 3, but all 3 games have gotten off the slow starts. Today is no different. Elon leads 5-0. 18:05 left to play first half. It's Galloway, over to Miller. Miller will hand it off to Riller in front of the Elon bench. Back to Sam. He'll launch a three-pointer, no good. Rebound grabbed by Woods. He'll bring it to the front court himself. Woods, the right wing, over to Sheffield. Sheffield bumped on his way. Ball stolen by Grant Riller. It's 2-on-1. Riller in the paint. Forces a shot up with the right hand, and it's good. So Grant Riller layup will give Charleston the first 2 points of the afternoon, and everyone will calmly take a seat. And it's 5-2, Elon. 17:25 left to play, first half. Sheffield guarded by Galloway. Had the ball poked from behind him, but he'll get it back. He'll drive to the basket, shot up. It's no good, but he's fouled by Sam Miller. And Sheffield will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Kind of an awkward game he has. 6'5" and rangy. Can make shots in a weird way, but kind of slithers and moves his way to the rim. You can see why he's an effective scorer.
Sheffield goes to the free throw line for the first time today. Sheffield 7th in the CAA in scoring. He makes the first. Sheffield averaging 17.6 points a game, 5 rebounds. So the second attempt is good as well. And at 7-2, Elon on top. Cougars with the basketball. Riller's three-pointer off the front iron is no good. The rebound grabbed by Elon. McIntosh in the front court. Woods in front of the Charleston bench. Throw it back to McIntosh. He'll fire a three-pointer, and it's no good. Long rebound ran down by Galloway. Charleston with the basketball in the front court. McManus went to make a spin move and lost the basketball, lost his footing. The ball goes out of bounds, and a slow start for Charleston.
Yeah, you kind of like them going into McManus right now. You feel like Charleston's selling him for the perimeter three, and that's almost playing to Elon's hands. They want to attack the basket. They said in the pregame, attack the basket, play inside out. Right now, Charleston content with playing around the perimeter.
Mike Shiraji has done a great job with this Elon program. Phoenix with the basketball. McIntosh on the left baseline working against Riller. Spins, turns ball knocked out of his hands, stolen by Riller, and then a foul. A solid defense by Grant Riller. Really giving up size, but the quick hands of Riller, and they do a really solid job. We saw Zep Jasper guarding Nathan Knight.
And that's one of the things that teams chart a lot, deflections. Just getting your hand on the ball. Might not get a turnover, but causing disruption in the rhythm of their offense.
Underneath to McManus, power dribble, shot up at the rim. It's good, and he's fouled. The foul will go against Simon Wright. An opportunity for a three-point play coming up for Jalen McManus.
And I just said it. You want to play inside out. That's where their advantage is. You don't want to just hang around and shoot threes. You want to get inside and use that height and athleticism that Charleston has over this Phoenix team.
So substitution, Brendan Tucker will check into the lineup for the Cougars. He'll replace Zep Jasper. Also, Osinachi Smart, he'll check into the lineup, and he'll replace Sam Miller. Also substituting for the Phoenix, Simon Wright will take a seat, and Chris Wooten will check in. Wright definitely bumped McManus on that last play. So McManus, free throw is good. And that will cut the Elon lead down to 2. 7-5 with 16:05 left to play. First half. McIntosh will bring it into the front court. Hannah has it just inside the three-point line. He'll hand it off to Sheffield. Sheffield will throw it back. Three-pointer coming from Hunter McIntosh is no good off the front iron. Rebound grabbed by Galloway. Along the right sideline, he's in the front court, right in front of the Elon bench. Had the ball, almost lost it. Able to gather it at the last minute, throw it out to Riller to reset the offense. Over to Tucker. He'll swing it around to McManus. McManus into Osinachi Smart, who's also checked into the lineup. Smart sets the screen for Galloway. Galloway over to Riller along the left sideline. 5 seconds to shoot. Back out to Galloway. NBA three-pointer dead on. Good. Brevin Galloway with the dead on three. Galloway, his first three, coming off a career high. 23 points on Thursday. Puts Charleston on top for the first time today, 8-7. 15:05 left to play first half. As Hannah working against Smart. Pump fake, shot up, no good. Galloway grabs the rebound. Galloway will bring it to the front court himself. He'll get the screen from Smart. Galloway skips in the corner to Tucker. Tucker drives to the basket. Wild shot goes up. It's no good. A blocking foul or a charging foul. They're going to call it charging foul against Brendan Tucker. 14:51 left to play first. Popcorn here at TD Arena.
Advantage to be able to close your season out with 2 games at home, you know, to finish your regular season.
Brendan Tucker, the freshman, really has played some inspiring basketball as of late, Danny. Over the last 4 games, Tucker really has improved his play, shooting the basketball better, and as we talked about, just seems like the game has slowed down for him.
Yeah, that happens for freshmen. You come in, the game seems fast to you, but the more games you play in, the more you recognize you belong.
D'Angelo Epps on the floor for the Cougars, giving McManus a blow. But it's Elon basketball as Hannah above the three-point line. We'll swing it over to Sheffield. Sheffield dribbles left, picked up now by Smart. Sheffield gets into the paint. Reverse circle layup is good. So Marcus Sheffield puts Elon back on top. 9-8 is the score. Cougars trail 14-13 left in the first half as Riller has it in front of the Elon bench. He'll dribble to the middle of the floor. Around the double team, he'll throw it back to Epps. Epps above the three-point line, back to Riller. Riller with a hand in the face from McIntosh. We'll skip in the corner to Tucker. Tucker back to Riller. 8 seconds on his shot clock. He'll fire up a three. No good. The long rebound grabbed by Sheffield before it went out of bounds. And Riller now still somewhat struggling shooting the basketball. She 1 for 3. Sheffield fire 3, and it's good. We talked about it. Don't be fooled by that 4-8 record by Elon's name. They've been playing better. And right now they have a 4-point lead, 12-8 with 13:30 left to play. As Riller double teamed, dribbles to the middle of the floor, throw it back to Epps. Epps trying to get it to Smart, can't do it. So instead he'll go to Galloway. Galloway on the left wing, has a hand in the face. He'll dribble, swing it over to Riller. Riller drives to the paint, lost the ball loose on the floor, and then a foul's gonna go. Let's see who the foul will go against. It's gonna go against Grant Riller.
That's a tough call there, him trying to find the gaps that he's so used to getting into. Kind of lost the ball trying to get back to it, picking up that personal.
Quan McClooney checks into the lineup for Brevin Galloway. Also for Elon, a couple of substitutions. There's Federico Polzer on the floor for the Phoenix. Also now handling the point guard duties is Seth Fuller, a guard out of Dublin, Ohio. So Sheffield, guarded by McClooney, drives straight to the basket, shot with the left hand, knocked to the ground. And the foul will go, I believe, against Smart or McClooney. It'll go against Smart. Right now, from a defensive standpoint, Charleston really having some difficulties, Danny, defending and keeping Elon out of the paint.
Yeah, especially Sheffield. He has a height advantage. He's a true swing guy at 6'5". A little herky-jerky like you alerted me to before the game, and they're having trouble keeping him out of the paint. He's so long and rangy, he can finish in traffic.
Sheffield already with 10 points. Give him 11. He's got all but 2 of Elon's points. Other 2 goes to Hunter Woods. Zep Jasper's going to check into lineup. Also Sam Miller, and they're going to take Grant Riller and Sam Miller out of the lineup.
They might have to bring you in to do the scout report from here on in. You were right on with him.
Sheffield, 12 points. Elon on a 6-0 run over the last 130 to extend their lead to 6, 14-8. Jasper in the front court. Over to Tucker along the left sideline. Tucker, bounce pass over to Sam Miller. Miller will hand it off to Jasper. Back to McClooney. McClooney, drive, kick. Honey Badger for 3. Good. Zep Jasper buries the 3 from the top of the key. And that'll stop a 6-0 run by the Phoenix, and it's 14-11. Jasper, that's his first 3 points of the afternoon as he's pestering Seth Fuller. Colzaire has it. He'll hand it off to Sheffield. Ball loose on the floor. Jasper tried to come up with the loose ball. Couldn't quite come up with it, and they're going to say it went off of Charleston glass. And they'll give it back to Elon. Not sure about that one, Danny.
You're almost looking at them to see if they want to check it. The referee's not going to look at it.
Zep Jasper is so money at that 3 from the top of the key and also in the corner. Those are his 2 hot spots. He's able to get a good look at that one. Sheffield, same spot on the other end is good. So Sheffield already with 15 points. On Thursday it was Nathan Knight. Today it's Marcus Sheffield. 15 of Elon's 17 points are registered to him. And Elon on top, 17-11 with 11:40 to play. McClooney back to Tucker. Tucker will dump it down to McClooney. McClooney trying to back his way down, gets into the paint, step through, shot out with the left hands, no good. And a foul against Epps as he comes flying in, trying to get the offensive rebound. But he won't get the rebound, but he will get charged with a personal foul. 11:39 left to play, first half.
Attack the rim against this Phoenix team.
It'll be Phoenix basketball. Simon Wright checks back into the lineup for the Phoenix. Seth Fuller with the bounce pass over to Chris Luton. Over to Hannah. They'll swing it to Sheffield. A hot hand. Back to right. He'll drive into the paint. Comes to the jump stop. He'll throw it back to Sheffield. Sheffield, pump fake. Could have probably gotten a foul against McClooney had he wanted to shoot it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Hannah back to Sheffield. He'll launch it this time. This time he finally missed. The rebound grabbed by Jasper. Jasper in the front court. Top of the key. Bounce pass. Nope, he still has it. He'll throw it to a trailing Miller. He'll throw it over to Riller along the left sideline. Riller bounces it down to Sam Miller. Miller on the baseline. Spinning. Turning. Trying to back his way down. Steps through. Bumped. Shot up. No good. Wanted a foul. No call. And the rebound will go to Elon. Got to play through the contact, Danny.
They're letting him play today.
So Fuller has it. Going to Wooten. Over to Simon Wright. Wright. Throw it back to Sheffield. Sheffield drives right. Drives into the lane. Comes to jump stop. Walk. Yep, good call that time. He definitely kind of drug that back foot. And turnover will give it back to the Cougars. Just the second turnover of the day. Check that third turnover of the day for the Phoenix. Andy Pack, sophomore out of Summerfield, North Carolina, will check into the lineup for the Phoenix. Sheffield getting a well-deserved rest. So the Cougars have it in the front court. 10:25 left to play, first half. And Charleston trailing 17-11. Galloway back on the floor for the Cougars. Riller, jumper, no good. Too strong, and the shooting woes still continues. Now 1 for 5 from the floor. McIntosh dribbles to the top of the key. A little versus dribble, come left. Hannah over to Wooten. Wooten gets the screen, and jumper from the free throw line. It's no good. Rebound grabbed by Riller. Riller will bring it to the front court himself. Looks over the defense. He'll leave it off of Jasper. Jasper drives into the paint. Nothing there. Still has it. Trying to get into the clear, but they're going to call a foul against Simon Wright. What's important there, Danny, is Jasper never gave up his dribble.
Yeah, and poking and priming. Again, Elon doesn't want you to get to the interior of that defense. They don't have shot blockers. They don't have big guys. They're trying to keep you on the perimeter, stay there, poking and priming. That's where you're going to give them problems.
So Simon Wright, that's his second, so he'll take his seat. Sheffield quickly off the bench. Cougars will inbound it. Jasper will lob it up for Riller near the timeline. Riller will throw it over to Galloway. Bounce pass down to McManus. McManus on the left baseline. Just lost the ball. I don't know who he was passing to, but a turnover will go give it back to Elon. McIntosh on the right wing. Over to Hannah. Hannah will dribble handoff to Pack. Pack dribbles to the middle of the floor. Back over to McIntosh. McIntosh guarded by Riller. 8 seconds to shoot. McIntosh out to Hannah. He'll launch a three-pointer, and it's good. Elon so patient on the offensive end, getting high percentage shots, and the Phoenix have a 9-point lead. 20-11. 9 minutes left to play, first half. Riller playing around to McManus. Galloway has it now. Pass over to Sam Miller. Back to Jasper, middle of the floor. Jasper gets the screen from Miller. Drive straight to the basket, comes to a jump stop, and then a travel. Yep. Good calls. They're going to say Zep Jasper tried to come to a jump stop, but apparently kind of kept that foot moving, Danny, and turnover gives it back to the Phoenix.
Yeah, the Phoenix game plan is kind of going their way. Charleston kind of settling again for that perimeter and kind of stepping in front and taking charges and causing turnovers down the bottom. Charleston, too many turnovers, what they're normally used to.
Jalen Richard's going to get an opportunity now. Richard missed Thursday's game. Just under the weather. He'll get a chance now as he replaces Jasper. But Elon has the basketball and the lead. 20-11 with 8:30 left to play. Pack drives straight to basketball. Knocked out of bounds as he tried to kick it open, or kick it out, I should say, to Chris Wooten, who was open in the deep right corner. The deflection will allow Elon to keep it. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Cougars trail 20-11, 8:28 to play. Wooten, check that McIntosh. With the runner off the left, no good, but the rebound grab by Posier. Layup attempt is no good. Ball knocked out of bounds. No. Actually, it is. As Sam Miller tried to save it from going out of bounds, but unfortunately, he was on the baseline, and so we'll give it back to Elon.
Yeah, Charleston just having a hard time today getting in any type of rhythm, offensively and defensively. Not able to string together baskets, but also consecutive defensive stops.
Sheffield, a Bozier jump hook in the paint. It's no good, but he's fouled by Sam Miller. Sam Miller thought he had his hand straight up in the air. The officials did not agree. I believe Sam Miller is going to take a seat. And Osinachi Smart's going to check in. A tough start for Miller today. Charleston on a 3-minute scoring drought. So Pozier's first free throw is good.
You know, again, the fans don't like that calls, but we both know sitting here a lot, the aggressor tend to get the calls in games. If you're the aggressive guy, referees tend to ebb on your side.
So Pozier misses the second, but the rebound grabbed by Pozier. Another opportunity for Elon. Wooten has it. McIntosh. Ball knocked out of his hands. Ball loose on the floor. He'll get that ball back. Three-pointer from Wooten is good. Right now, Elon getting all the 50-50 balls, getting every offensive rebound, and they have a 13-point lead, 24-11, with 7:50 left to play. Riller drives to the basket. He will lay it in with the left hand. Good. And he's fouled. A late whistle, but an opportunity for a three-point play coming up for Riller when we come back. 7:45. Last play, we saw Grant Riller get to the paint, draw the foul. He'll have an opportunity for a three-point play.
Yeah, I mean, right now they've only taken one free throw, and that's the and one by McManus early in the game. You have to force this action. The Phoenix don't have shot blockers and athleticism. Again, you don't want to get talking to taking perimeter shots, but forcing it. Get to the rim and making them make a play at the rim to get layups or free throws.
So Riller at the free throw line. Riller's got 4 points on the afternoon. Riller, an 85% free throw shooter on the season, makes the first. So lead down to 10, 24-14. Elon with the lead and the basketball. 7:40 left to play. Charleston still in the man-to-man. McIntosh. And Hannah back to Wooten. Hand it off. McIntosh over to Sheffield. He'll drop the left baseline. Shot up with the right hand. It's no good. The rebound grabbed by Galloway. Galloway along the right sideline in the front court. Swing it over to Riller. Riller, and there, call a walk. Yep. I'm going to say Riller didn't put it on the floor first, so the turnover, which is the 5th of the afternoon, will give it back to Elon. 7:15 left, first half, and Elon on top, 24-14. McIntosh in the front court. Sheffield, three-pointer from the right corner, no good. Rebound grabbed by Galloway. Let's see if Charleston can capitalize on the defensive stop. Riller in front of the Elon bench. Back to Galloway. He'll swing it around to Richard. Richard, pull-up jumper from the left wing. No good, too strong. And the rebound grabbed by, like that was Woods. Over to Sheffield. That was the same. That should have been a walk. It's the same thing that Grant Riller did on the other end. Three-pointer from Wooten is good. Dribble drive kick. 27-14. Elon on top. 6:30 left to play.
Sheffield, the initiator of that play. Charleston aware of him, collapsing on him, opening up the shooters on the perimeter.
Galloway. Over to Riller, who's double teamed. Riller gets into the paint again. Throw it out to McManus. Wide open three. No good. Rebound. Hubbard grabbed by Smart. Smart spins, turns, jump hook in the paint. Good, and he's fouled. Look at the Nigerian nightmare with the footwork, the finish, and an opportunity for a three-point play.
And that's where the success is going to come. Not shooting threes from the perimeter, but getting again inside. OC with a good move, spin move, and finish in traffic.
So Osinachi Smart, junior out of Nigeria, at the free throw line. The opportunity to make this a 10-point game, and he does as he sinks the free throw. 27-17, Elon on top with 6 minutes left to play first half. McIntosh working against Riller. to Sheffield. Sheffield working against Galloway. Gets in the paint. Three-pointer coming from Hunter Woods is no good from the top of the key. Willard grabs the rebound. Ahead to Galloway. Stop. Pop. Three. No good off the front arm, but McManus gets the offensive rebound. And then a foul. Yep, a foul's going to be called against Elon. And this is the type of energy and effort, Danny, you need from this Charleston team.
Yeah, if you're missing shots, how do you get more? Get some offensive rebounds. You just do the little things, win the 50-50 balls. Eventually, your offense will pick up with the energy that they're exerting on the other sides of the ball.
That's the 16th foul against Elon. I didn't catch who the foul was against. We'll find out here in a minute. But it's Cougar basketball. Galloway, long three-pointer. No good. That was a catch and shoot. Sheffield grabs the rebound. McIntosh working against Richard. Front court. Lob it up for Hannah. Hannah above the free throw line. Over to McIntosh. McIntosh drives. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. No good. Ball tipped and right into the hands of Grant Riller. Riller in the front court. Eyes on the left sideline. Drives left baseline. Explosion. Shot up at the rim, and it's good. The driving layup by Grant Riller gives him 7 on the afternoon. It's now 27-19. 4:50 left to play. Elon with the lead and the basketball. Woods. Over to McIntosh. Woods. McIntosh. Over to Wooten. He'll get into the paint. He'll leave it off for Hannah. Reverse layup is good. So Chuck Hannah, the sophomore out of Boston, Massachusetts, with the finish with the left hand. 29-19. Elon still on top by 10. Galloway over to Richard. Riller, middle of the floor, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Riller working one-on-one, spinning, and a foul's going to go against McIntosh. And more importantly, Danny, that will be the 7th foul, so that means it'll be 1-1 coming up for Charleston.
And see, that's where Charleston can get back into this thing. That right there, Grant attacking the rim, others attacking the rim. Get to the penalty time, there's a chance for you to score, get back in this game without losing the clock.
So D'Angelo Epps is going to check into the lineup for the Cougars. He'll replace McManus. Also, Zep Jasper is going to check into the lineup. He'll replace Jalen Richard. So Riller, 1 in the bonus. He makes the first. Riller now with 8 points. Second free throw coming up for Riller. He makes both. 29-21. Charleston can't afford to continue to exchange baskets. They got to get some stops. Cougars down by 8 with 4:05 left to play first half. Sheffield on the front court. Guarded by Galloway. Galloway. Applying the pressure. Wooten now has it. He'll pick it up. He'll get it over to Hunter Woods. Over to Sheffield. Sheffield, pull-up jumper. And it's no good. Great defense by Galloway. Epps grabs the rebound. Riller in the front court. It's the double screen from Epps and Smart. Still has it, middle of the floor. Riller over to Galloway. Catch and shoot. NBA 3. Bang! And a timeout. Mike Sharaji, and here come the Cougars.
Jumping when he feels like he's going to shoot a jump shot, but when he's just penetrating, they've converged on him and forced him to make plays for others.
So Elon basketball. Phoenix. Over to Hannah. We'll swing it around to McIntosh. McIntosh over to Sheffield with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Wooten, he'll fire a three-pointer. That one rims off no good. Smart grabs the rebound. Ahead to Zep Jasper. He'll slow it down. Make sure the Cougars get in the right play. Over to Riller. Looks like a, no, still man-to-man. Riller drives right on the right wing. Trying to get to the rim. He can't do it, so he'll pass it to Zep Jasper instead. Jasper gets into the paint. Jumper up. Jumper no good. But the rebound goes out of bounds off of the hands of Hunter Woods as he can't secure it. And the Cougars catch a break as they'll have another opportunity.
And need to take advantage of this one. And sometimes you get a little blessing, the ball goes your way. Charleston good at dead ball situations for a score.
Because that's why they teach you from early on, Dan. You got to rebound with two hands.
That's right.
So Cougars will get another opportunity. Jasper will inbound it on the baseline. They're stepping into Epps. Epps in the paint, bumped, shot up, and it's no good. Rebound grabbed by Sheffield. Sheffield right in front of Earl Grant, the Cougar bench. Guarded by Jasper. Sheffield drives right, gets into the paint, lost his footing, travel. It is indeed a travel against Sheffield. He landed kind of awkwardly. Good to see him able to get up okay. You always get worried, Danny, when you see someone kind of
when their knee
like
buckles a little bit. You, as a player, you just kind of clench because you just hope it's not a big one. It's just something, just a little tweak.
Sheffield's going to be okay. He's already back on defense. The Cougars with another opportunity to cut into this 5-point deficit. They trail 29-24 with 2:25 left to play. Galloway drives, pass over to the Honeybacker, catch and shoot three. Bang! We talked about it, top of the key and in the corner. That's where he's lethal, and he cuts it down to 2. The deficit as Elon on top, 29-27, 2:09 left to play. Charleston on an 8-0 run over the last 150. McIntosh over to Sheffield. Sheffield in front of the Charleston bench. 5 left. Over to McIntosh. 3-pointer from the corner is good. A big shot from Hunter McIntosh. McIntosh's first 3 points of the afternoon pushes Elon, the lead of Elon, back to 5. 32-27. Riller, pull-up jumper, no good off the front iron. And the rebound grabbed by Andy Pack. Hand it off to McIntosh. Boy, is that a big jumper by McIntosh. McIntosh, top of the key. Dribble. Over to Sheffield. Sheffield. Back over to McIntosh. He'll fire again. This one's no good off the front iron. Smart grabs the rebound. Head to Riller with 1:20 left to play. First half, and Elon on top, 32-27, as Grant Riller will walk it into the front court.
Great opportunity for a 2-and-1 right here with the clock.
Riller back to Galloway. Galloway dribbling, top of the key, lost it, got it back, over to Jasper. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jasper checks the shot clock, 8 seconds now. Right from the Elon bench. Bounce pass underneath to the Nigerian Nightmare, and he'll slam it home with one hand. The big hands of Osinachi Smart with the finish at the rim with authority. And Charleston down by 3, 32-29. What a dime from Jasper to Smart.
It's a good opportunity for Charleston to get a stop here and one more offensive possession.
14-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Hannah hands it off to McIntosh. McIntosh, Andy Pack, 3-pointer from the corner is no good. Ball tipped and grabbed by Smart. And he saves it before it goes out of bounds, and the Cougars can hold for the final shot if they want. Shot clock off. Cougars have trailed by as many as 12 in the first half, and they're down by 3 right now. Riller within the front court. 10 seconds. 9, 8. Here comes a double team underneath to Smart. Reverse layup is no good, but he's fouled, and Osinachi Smart hitting the head. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. What a pass from Riller to Smart.
Yeah, he knew when he had it. Everybody thinks he's going to shoot it, so all the defense focuses on him. Found OC kind of roaming around under the bucket. Chance for him to go to the 2 and cut this lead to 1.
Smart with 5 points on the afternoon. Looking to pick up point 6 and 7. Smart, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. First attempt is good. Now it is 3.6 seconds left. That's a lot of time.
A lot of time.
So the Cougars can't allow Elon to advance the ball on a straight drive. You got to make him turn. Second attempt is no good. It falls off the iron. Rebound grab by Hannah. 3-pointer at the buzzer is no good, and Elon will go to the locker room with a 2-point lead. Elon, take a look at Earl Grant. To basically kind of come out in that first 5 minutes, Danny, so important.
Yeah, we talk about it in time. End of the half, Charleston did their job. Cut into the lead, get it where it's manageable. Now come out that first 5 minutes with the energy that got you back into it.
So Elon will start the second half with the basketball as Sheffield has it near the timeline. Grab it back on the left wing. A three-pointer is no good. The rebound ran down by Galloway near the timeline. He has it down the front court. Drives, kicks over to Riller. Riller back to Galloway. Wide open three. Bang! And the Cougars on top. The effort on the defensive end. Galloway started it, and he finishes it with a three-pointer from the corner. Charleston on top, 33-32.
And that's a great start by them, right? You know, getting in on the perimeter. Didn't settle for that quick shot. Waited till they got something more open.
Hannah. Over to Woods. Woods, the left-hander. Dribbles left, cut off by Riller. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Sheffield near the left sideline. Dribbles to the middle of the floor. Sheffield drive, shot up, no good. He gets an offensive rebound, put back up, it's no good. He's fouled, and Sheffield now will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
He's just causing that havoc, doing what he does. He gets around the rim with that 6'5" frame, able to kind of weave and ebb and get in that dangerous position under the rim. Great job by Sheffield.
Sheffield with a big first half. He had 15 points in the first half, was 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, he's an effective scorer. He does so much for the team.
Sheffield's first attempt is up and in. Sheffield ties it at 33. Second attempt is good. So Sheffield puts Elon back on top. He's got 17 points now. Phoenix lead 34-33 as Jasper brings them to the front court. Over to Galloway. Swinging around to the right wing for Riller. Riller back to Jasper. Over to Galloway. Jasper. Riller has it. Trying to get it to McManus. They do now. The right baseline. He'll face up. Against Hannah. Backs his way into the paint. Shot up at the rim. No good. And the rebound grabbed by Sheffield. So Sheffield now has it in the front court. Drives to the basket. Forces the shot up. And it's no good, but he gets his offensive rebound again. Put back attempt is no good. Ball's loose. Knocked out of bounds. And it will stay with Elon.
Elon still winning those 50-50 balls. Charleston has to get on the glass and use their size and athleticism advantage to their favor and stop giving up second chance opportunities to the Phoenix.
We saw as the jumper is no good from Elon. Rebound grab by Riller. We saw all the offensive rebounds by William and Mary on Thursday night, and Elon doing the same here. As Riller shot to the basket is good, but they're going to call the foul against Elon on the floor. I believe that's going to go against Hunter Woods.
Yeah, he had the difficult task of trying to keep Grant Riller in front of him on the break. That's something that's almost impossible once he puts his head down, decides he wants to get to the rim.
18-10 left to play. Charleston trailing 34-33 as Jasper running the offense. It's like a little zone action being played by Elon. As Jasper back over to Galloway. Galloway back to Jasper. Back to Riller. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Miller to McManus. Shot up at the rim. No good, but a blocking foul is going to go against Simon Wright. And you love the passing of Charleston on that particular play.
And we got to McManus twice in scoring position where you want him to get him. First time, rushed his move. Second time, got bailed out. You're going to want to get an and one of those situations. When he's 6'7" and has his skill set, getting hit down low shouldn't affect you. You still want to get the and one.
So McManus had 3 points in the first half, looking for point 4 and 5. First attempt by McManus is good. McManus also, Danny, a solid free throw shooter for this Charleston team. Really all the big guys of Charleston. Nice finesse touch. McManus, an 87% free throw shooter, 44 for 51 on the season, the senior out of Charlotte.
All the more reason you want to get the penalty as soon as you can. And you got guys that can make free throws.
McManus puts Charleston back on top, 35-34, 17:49 left to play. Elon has it in the front court. Wooten right in front of his bench. Up to Hannah, top of the key. Over to Sheffield. Back over to Woods. Woods drives, forces the shot up with the left hand. It's no good, and Riller grabs the rebound. Riller in the front court to Galloway. Thought about getting it to Sam Miller, but couldn't do it. Now they will get it to Miller. Miller trying to back his way down. Trying to command a double team. Step through, ball knocked out of his hands. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Sam having a tough day today. But the one thing that we do know is he can struggle for the first 39 minutes of the game.
Explode.
And hit a big three there in the end.
That's right.
So Jasper will throw it in the backcourt to Riller. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Riller dribbles towards the Charleston bench. Now he comes to the middle of the floor, double team. 6 seconds to shoot. Stop. Pop. 3. Bang! Riller now becomes the first Cougar in double figures as he hits the 3 to give Charleston a 4-point lead, 38-34. 17:05 left to play first. Hunter Woods on the left sideline. Left-hander will hand it off to Sheffield. Sheffield dribbles to the middle of the floor. He'll throw it back to Hunter Woods. Left-hander drives to the basket. Shot up, shot blocked by Sam Miller, but goes right back to Sheffield. Three-pointer, good. The second chance opportunity allows Elon a big 3 by Sheffield. He's got 20 points now in the evening. Charleston still on top, 38-37 with 16:20 left to play. As Riller has it in front of his bench, he'll launch a 3. This one rims out. Sheffield grabs the rebound. Sheffield picked up by Jasper. Sheffield will hand it off to Hunter McIntosh, freshman out of Snellville, Georgia. Lob it up to Hannah, back to McIntosh. He'll launch a 3, and it's good. And McIntosh answers, puts Elon back on top, 40-38. He's got 6 points on the evening. Elon up by 2 with 15:45 left to play. It's Jasper working against the man-to-man. Riller, middle of the floor. Gets the screen to McManus, doesn't use it. He'll drive to the basket instead. Shot up off the glass, it's no good, and then the rebound grabbed by Chuck Hannah. Off to McIntosh. On the right sideline, right in front of his bench. Now dribble to the middle of the floor. Over to Sheffield on the left wing. Sheffield up to Hannah. Hannah trying to get it to him. Can't do it, so he'll throw it to Hunter Woods instead. He'll stop. Pop. Launch. 3. No good off the back iron. And Riller grabs the rebound. Ball knocked out of his hands. It's loose, and then a foul. And almost a head-on collision between Riller. And I believe that was Woods that was coming. Fortunately, both guys able to avoid play. The basketball team this season NCAA play, and definitely just like every other team in the CAA,
right.
Just going to be a tough out in Washington D.C.
Yeah, and they're fighting for their tournament life right now. You know, they're a desperate team right now, so they're playing like it, and you can tell with their effort.
So Cougar basketball, Riller underneath to McManus, takes a power dribble, shot up, shot blocked. And that's a situation, Danny, where you don't even need to take the dribble. You just want to go straight up. Yeah,
you know, because you know the help is coming. They play it for you to get it down there. You just want to use your 6'7" frame, extend and finish.
So that foul's going to go against Woods. And so McManus will go to the free throw line to potentially tie the game. McManus with 5 points on the afternoon. Still has 5 as he misses the first. So Hunter Woods will check out of the lineup. Simon Wright will check back in. Wright, a 6'7" junior out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. To McManus, second attempt. Rims off, no good. So after bragging on McManus being an 86% free throw shooter, has an empty trip to the line. So it'll still be a 2-point lead for Elon, 40-38, 14:50 left to play as Sheffield in the corner to Wooten. Launches a 3 and it's no good. The rebound loose and grabbed by Smart. Ahead to Jasper. They got numbers, 5-on-4. Ahead to Riller. Riller drives to the basket in the paint. Shot up, and it's no good as the ball rims out. And a rebound grabbed by Simon Wright. A lucky break for Elon. Riller now just 4 of 13 from the floor today.
Great take by him. That's what you want him doing. Whether he misses out or not, you want him to continue to be aggressive going to the rim.
Hannah over to Sheffield. Sheffield working against Galloway. Comes left. An offensive foul. Nope, they're going to call a foul on Galloway. So it looked like one of those 50-50 calls where it could have gone either way, but the official said against Galloway. So that will be Galloway's second foul. And Chuck Hannah will take a seat. Federico Bozier will check in for the Phoenix. Some confusion as to who the foul is on, maybe. So it'll be Elon basketball. Wooten will inbound it in front of his bench. Over to Sheffield. Sheffield working around the screen. Double teamed. We'll throw it out to Wright. Wright, left-hander, takes a couple of dribbles, and we'll throw it back to Sheffield. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Sheffield drives left. Drives right past Smart. Shot up, shot blocked by Smart. Ball's loose, goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Elon with 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Great contest by OC right there. He got away from his body. Has a tendency to do that. Stayed away, extended, got the clean block.
I think Sheffield wanted a foul, but to no avail. So Hunter McIntosh is going to inbound it on the baseline. He'll get into Sheffield. Quick shoot, good. He was wide open on that left baseline. And a 4-point lead for Elon, 42-38. 13:45 left to play. Riller out to Smart. He'll hand it back off to Riller. Now top of the key. Riller double team. They throw it underneath to Smart. Smart will kick it out to McManus. Back over to Riller. He'll launch an NBA three-pointer. This one hits off the front iron. No good. The rebound grabbed by Elon. The shooting rolls continue for Riller tonight. He's now 4 of 14. If we're going to have an offensive foul or a blocking foul, it's going to be a foul, and it's going to go against Grant Riller. Or Zep Jasper.
Zep Jasper, yeah.
So D'Angelo Epps will check into the lineup to give Jalen McManus a blow. Also, Hunter McIntosh will take a seat for the Phoenix. And Seth Fuller will check back in for Elon. Sheffield at the rim. Shot good. Man, Sheffield tonight. 24 points. Elon's got a 6-point lead. The Phoenix on a 6-0 run over the last 3:30. Zep Jasper directing traffic. Hand it off to Riller. Riller works around the screens. Middle. We'll throw it back to Epps. Epps drives. Jumper from the right elbow. No good. That's a tough shot by Epps. Rebound by Sheffield. Sheffield over to Wooten. Three-pointer. No good. Goes over the backboard. Boy, did we catch a break there, Danny, because had that one gone in. Right now, Elon feeling good as Galloway is going to take a seat. Jalen Richard will check into the lineup. 12:45 left to play, and Charleston trailing 44-38. Seems like really no energy in the building. They need something,
to turn that momentum, get that energy going on their time.
Riller drives to the basket, fadeaway jumper, good. Riller now with 14 points. Now to stop the 6-0 run by Elon. Phoenix, however, still on top, 44-40 with 12:20 left to play. Sheffield drives straight to the basket. Shot up with the right hands, no good, but he gets his own offensive rebound. Trapped under the basket, he'll throw it out to right. He'll hand it to Wooten, back to Sheffield, deep left corner, guarded by Richard. Step back, jumper from the left corner, no good, rebound grab by Grant Riller. Riller, pass over to Jasper, fakes the three, drives to the basket, caught under the basket, and a blocking foul, and boy, was he bailed out there, Danny.
Yeah, he was lucky. He got caught in no man's land right there.
He had nowhere to go. A foul will be called against Elon, and it looks like the foul's going to go from behind the arc.
Yeah, what's more concerning about what's going on right now is how Charleston hasn't been able to string together good consecutive offensive possessions or good consecutive defensive possessions. They got to find a way to catch a rhythm in this game some type of way.
So it's Cougar basketball as Riller has it in the front court. Trying to back his way down. Step through, shot up in the paint, and it's good. Great composure, very patient. You can now give him 16 points on the evening. And Elon lead down to 2, 44-42 with 11:25 left to play. As Wooten gives up his dribble near their timeline. Throw it over to Hunter Woods. And on to Simon Wright. The left-hander's three-pointer is no good. The rebound grabbed by Epps finally. And Charleston with an opportunity to tie it or take the lead. Riller along the left sideline, right in front of the Charleston bench. Riller lost the ball. They're going to call a foul against Hosier, I believe. Nope, it's going to go against Hunter McIntosh.
You got the feeling that Grant has just decided he's going to start to put his stamp on the game. He seems like he's starting to get into that mode where he's like about to have one of those explosions that we're so used to seeing him have.
The very first contest, he was able to score the final 12 points for Charleston as Riller drives to the basket, shot up, it's no good. Smart gets the offensive rebound. His putback attempt is no good, but he's fouled. And Osinachi Smart will go to the free throw line to shoot two.
And when Grant's aggressive, good things happen. You know, even right there, OC's able to get on the glass because he draws so much attention. So you want him to continue to do that. Keep attacking and attacking and attacking.
I think you see his teammates encouraging him to continue to shoot.
Yeah.
Continue to be aggressive. Don't worry about it. Get the shots up.
Yeah.
So Smart will be at the free throw line. Smart today, 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. Free throw is good. What a big day for Smart today. He's got 7 points to go along with 6 rebounds.
Well, he's had to contribute. Sam's had a tough day at the office, so to speak. So it's good when the other guy can come in and kind of pick up the slack.
So Smart trying to tie it at 44, and he does. Noah Grant begging for his team to come up with a stop. 44 all is the score. 10:55 left to play. McIntosh working. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Should be a 10-second violation. Yep, 10-second violation it is. And the Cougars force a turnover. And that's the energy you need, Danny, on the defensive end.
That's right.
And all-star game in the last 4 games here at TD Arena. A 3-point loss to Northeastern, a 2-point win against Hofstra, a 2-point loss against UNCW, and then, of course, the big 18-point victory against William & Mary. It's back to action. Charleston with the basketball. Riller has it. He's double-teamed. Cross left baseline. Underneath to Smart, and he can't catch it. Oh, he was so excited to bring the house down, and he fumbled it, and the turnover will go back to Elon. Oh, a bad break for Charleston. Great pass. Smart just not able to bring it in. Sheffield being hounded by Jasper. Near the timeline. Sheffield over to Woods. 8 seconds to shoot. He'll launch a 3. No good. The rebound grab by Epps. One was dead on and just a tad bit too strong. And Charleston with an opportunity again to take the lead. Tied at 44 with 10 minutes left to play. Jasper over to Riller. Riller opens the floor. Call for the screen from Epps. Near timeline. Riller still has it. Riller drives into the paint. Leaves it off for Smart. Ball goes out of bounds. And no, they're going to call an offensive foul against Grant Riller.
Hard to see where his feet were inside the restricted area.
Riller was trying to dish it off to Smart. Offensive foul. Will give it back to Elon. That's the 8th turnover of the day for Charleston. Cougars on a 6-0 run over the last 3 minutes. Woods in front of his bench, out to McIntosh. McIntosh with the left-hand pass. Woods. Woods, I should say, back over to Simon Wright. Ball's loose on the floor. It's a scramble, and Simon Wright comes up with it. 5 seconds to shoot. 3-pointer from the right wing. No good. Off the iron, rebound grabbed by Smart. He'll hand it off to Riller. Riller already in the front court. Riller working, picks up the dribble. Pass it over to Epps, and then he'll get it back. Riller calls for motion. Brevin Galloway at the scores table. He'll check in at the next dead ball. Riller over to Epps. Epps, he'll launch a 3. It's the back iron. No good. Ball tipped out by Smart, but he went over the back of Hunter Woods. And the foul will go against Osinachi Smart. Another empty possession by Charleston.
You know, that's not the shot you really want with Epps. You know, the freshman shooting early in the shot clock right there. You got some rhythm going on. You got some things going to the basket. You want to stay at what's working and not just try to go for the home run play.
So Galloway will give Riller, I'm assuming, his final blow of the game. There's 8:53 left. Charleston trying to trap in the backcourt. Elon able to break it with 2 seconds to spare. McIntosh will hand it off to Sheffield. Sheffield trying to get it to Hunter Woods, but great job by Galloway denying the ball. Look at Zep Jasper getting low against Sheffield. Sheffield dribbles left. Euro step, shot up at the rim. It's no good, but he's knocked to the ground. Foul will go against Osinachi Smart. Zep Jasper does such a great job of getting low to the ground. If you're a big 6'6", 6'7" guy like Sheffield, it's the last thing you want to have to go up against.
Yeah, he gets up under you where it's hard to maneuver and get to where you want to go. Sheffield's it's pretty crafty, though. The guy has played at the Pac-12 level, Power 5 level, so he knows how to react and be productive off of it.
Free throw from Sheffield is no good. So Smart will take his seat. Sam Miller, who's been very quiet today, checks back into the lineup for the Cougars. So Sheffield, second attempt is good, and he puts Elon back on top, 45-44, 8:30 to play. You actually think about it, man, not a bad foul because you only give up 1 point, but think all that time that Riller had to sit on the bench. Richard up to Sam Miller. Miller over to Richard. Richard working, Richard. Pull-up shot blocked. Great defense by Sheffield. Sheffield has in the front court. Sheffield, the long arms, able to just block Richard. Simon Wright wide open under the basket. His left-hand layup is good. And a 3-0, small 3-0 run by Elon puts them back on top, 47-44 with 7:50 left to play. Richard over to Galloway. Galloway to Sam Miller. Miller takes one dribble, he'll throw it back to Jasper. Jasper, middle of the floor. Dribbles left, still has it towards his bench. He'll throw it back to Sam Miller. 10 seconds to shoot. Sam Miller over to Galloway. Galloway dribbles left. 4-3. He'll launch a desperation NBA three. No good off the iron. Rebound grab by Elon. Man, that's just a tough shot there, Danny.
Yeah, you don't want to be able to shoot a 30-footer, you know, the shot clock. That's all he could do at that point, but just got too deep in the shot clock on that possession.
Hannah, hand off to Sheffield. Sheffield working against Jasper. Step back jumper, good. Is Earl Grant going to call a timeout, or will you wait for the media timeout? Looks like he's going to wait for the media timeout. So 7:05, they're going to play through it. 49-44, Elon on top. Under 7 minutes to play. Galloway over to Sam Miller. Wide open three. No good off the iron. Rebound grabbed by Sheffield, but he was on the end line. So Cougars catch a break.
Worked out.
6:53 left. It'll be Charleston.
I think he recognizes that he's going to put his stamp on the last 7 minutes of this contest.
Charleston's there. They're going to have to pick it up. You know, they played well enough defensively. Now it's a matter of getting the offense in sync. So Cougar basketball is Galloway. Has on the right wing. Trying to get into the gaps. Willard can get into the gaps. His scoop layup is good. You talked about it, Danny. You called for it. Drive to the basket.
Good things always happen.
49-46, Charleston trailing by 3 with 6:25 left to play. McIntosh working against Jasper. Simon Wright has it above the free throw line, middle of the floor. Over to Sheffield. Sheffield, 27 points today. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Sheffield will throw it back to Chuck Hannah. He'll launch a three-pointer, and it's good. Chuck Hannah, not known for his shooting, but he hit that three. It's a 6-point lead, 52-46, Elon. Hannah now with 8 points. Galloway drives to the basket, tried to dish it off to Sam Miller, but the ball knocked out of bounds. So it will stay Charleston's basketball with 5:51 left to play. Charleston trailing 52-46.
And I think Charleston caught a break there. I'm not sure if Sheffield touched that when that went through there.
18 seconds
left. Got to take advantage of this
clock.
possession.
On the shot clock. Willer, middle of the floor. Up the three-point line. Throw it back to Sam. He'll launch a three. That one's off. No good. Rebound grabbed by McIntosh. Danny, we had a dead-on view of that one, and it didn't look good as soon as it left his hands. McIntosh. To right now has it. Left-hander will throw it back. Hunter Woods. Woods dribbles, kicks into the corner. Simon Wright turns on the three. He'll drop to the basket. Right-hand layup, good. They're just spreading the floor, and Charleston can't keep Elon out of the paint. And Elon on top, 54-46. 5 minutes left to play.
Plenty of time left.
Grant Riller, middle of the floor. Back to Jasper. Trying to get it to McManus. Back over to Galloway. He'll launch a three. No good. The rebound grab by McIntosh. Ahead is Hunter Woods in front of his bench. He'll drive into the paint. He'll kick it over to Sheffield. Over to Simon Wright. Wide open three. Good. (57-46). Elon
String together some consecutive stops and some scores.
Sense of urgency starting to set in for Charleston as Grant Riller is close to the basket. Shot up off the glass. It's no good. Smart goes for the rebound. But they're going to call the foul against Elon. That'll be his fourth. That means Simon Wright. That will allow McManus an opportunity to not only score 2 points, but do that without the clock.
And that's what you're looking for if you're Charleston.
McManus, 3 for 5 from the charity stripe today. Makes the first. That'll snap an 8-0 run for Elon over the last 140. McManus trying to get the deficit down to single digits. And he does. So Epps is going to check in. He'll replace McManus. Charleston will go with actually he's going to go in for Smart. So Charleston's going to go small. They got McManus, Riller, Epps, Galloway, and Jasper on the floor. And try and speed them up. Sheffield will work against Galloway. 4:15 to play. Sheffield. Hunter Woods to Simon Wright. Hannah. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Hannah. Woods right at the rim. Left hand layup is no good, but he's fouled by Epps.
And that was actually the best thing he could have did right there. He had a sure 2 points, and Epps did a good job. It's a veteran play. You got to take the foul in that situation.
So Hunter Woods will go to the free throw line. Woods has not attempted any free throws.
Yeah, you can see right there in the
today.
replay. He was wide open.
So left-hander Woods. Free throw is good. Woods a 73% free throw shooter on the season. Second attempt is good. Back to 11. The lead is for Elon. 59-48, 4:02 left to play. Jasper, middle of the floor. Dribble left towards the Charleston bench. Dump down to Riller. Riller drives to the basket. Layup, no good, but he's fouled. And Riller will go to the free throw line when we come back with an opportunity to once again get it to single digits. 3
runs, they've had little small periods, but they haven't been able to sustain it for long periods of time.
Starts now. Grant Riller with an opportunity to take 2 points off of this deficit. First free throw from Riller is good. But it all comes down to defense, Daniel.
Right.
You're going to have to kind of get
Elon
stops in a scramble and just try to make something happen.
And more than one. You got to string a few of them together.
Riller's second attempt, good. So it's now 59-50. Charleston trailing by 9. Simon Wright will inbound. The full court pressure being applied by Charleston as Woods has it. Throw it back to Sheffield. Sheffield will work against Galloway. Charleston trying to trap in the backcourt. They can't do it. So they'll go over to McIntosh instead. McIntosh drives into the paint. They'll throw it out to Woods. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Woods in front of his bench. Bounce pass over to Hannah. Back over to Simon Wright. Wide open three. No good, but the rebound grabbed by Epps, and then it goes out of bounds. And that's the lack of focus that we talked about, Danny.
Yeah, they're not getting the balls they need to get. They haven't really gotten them all game, and it's hurting them as far as possessions go.
And even in that situation, a lack of blockout, Charleston just got lucky on the bounce. Pull-up jumper from the right baseline by Sheffield is no good, but an offensive rebound by Elon. Just the little things. Sheffield, 3:05 left. Sheffield middle of the floor, working against McManus. Over the corner, three-pointer from the right corner is no good, but he's fouled by Jalen McManus on the three-point attempt.
And that possession is almost like everything that could go wrong did for Charleston. You have a possession, you lose it out of bounds. They get it back, they get an offensive rebound. They swing it, you foul a three-point shooter in the corner. Everything that could go bad just went bad for Charleston that whole possession.
So Hunter Woods at the free throw line. Left-hander's first attempt is good. Lead back up to 10 for Elon. Second attempt from Woods is good. Hunter Woods tonight. 6 points, looking for point number 7. Woods, the freshman out of Pasadena, California. And it's good. 13-point lead, 63-50. Elon on top. Under 3 minutes to play. Zep Jasper. Over to McManus. Over to Galloway, catch and shoot three. Good as he rattles it in. 62-53. It's a 9-point deficit. Cougars picking up full court. Trying to come with the trap. Sheffield has it. Working against Galloway. Sheffield. Over to McIntosh. He'll launch a three. It's no good, but another rebound by Simon Wright. And they're going to take the air out of the basketball. Every time Charleston has needed a rebound, they have not come up with it here.
And had a chance because McIntosh took a shot ill-advised early in the shot clock. And it just didn't take advantage.
And a near steal by Galloway, but instead it will be a foul with 2:14 left. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. And another bad break for Charleston because you only had 7 seconds left. And instead, now Elon will have an opportunity. That's the 19th foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1.
But there's always a double side to when these things happen because not only are you giving up offensive rebound, the clock is running. So you're losing what the most valuable thing you need right now is time. And Charleston in these possessions are losing just too much time.
And his free throw is no good. Rebound grab by Smart. Outlet over to Riller. Riller already in the front court. Riller fake. He'll force up the three-point attempt. It's no good, but he's fouled. And so now Riller with a big-time NBA fake. The shot, and he'll go to the free throw line now to shoot three. And
that's what you want. You got a chance right now, to cut it to six.
Yeah, if he can convert on all three. Riller with a somewhat quiet 20 points tonight. He's got 21 now.
If he's able to convert all three, Charleston's back in this game. With 2 minutes to go, it's just a two-possession game.
He made 2 out of 3. Delaware comes back to get the win against James Madison, 80-78. Towson defeats Drexel on the road, 76-69. He makes all 3. It's a two-possession game, 62-56. Charleston fans on their feet. McIntosh working in the backcourt. Over to Wooten. Wooten. This is the McIntosh near the timeline. 1:55 left on the clock. Can Charleston come up with the stop? McIntosh. With his right. 10 seconds on the shot clock. A near steal. McIntosh. Simon Wright. Three-pointer is no good, but he's fouled on the three-point attempt by Grant Riller.
And I think he was guilty. As he was flying by. I think he reached up. If we had a replay on that, I think he may have been guilty.
I mean, if he hits that three-pointer, you know what? You just live with it.
Right. I think as he was going by, he caught his hand.
Simon Wright with 7 points today, but he has not attempted any free throws. The left-hander. First attempt, good. Hits the rim 3 times and then finally falls through. Wright awaits the second of 3. Perfect. And just by the release of it, Danny, had he not fouled, I don't think that it looked like it was just a bad pass. He makes all 3. 9-point lead for Elon.
Big turnaround right there.
65-56. Back-to-back fouls on 3-point attempts. Riller explodes to the basket. Shot up at the rim. It's good. They're down by 2. 2 points, I should say. Now down by 7. 65-58. Clock running. 1:30 left. This one's going to take his time. Get it into McIntosh. McIntosh squeezing to the front court. Then a foul by Zep Jasper. That comes with 1:21 left on the clock. There's double bonus. So it'll be 2 shots coming up for Elon.
You know, if you're Charleston right now, you're hoping you get him to miss at least 1. Start picking out the person you want to send to the line who has the lowest free throw percentage for the Phoenix.
Right now it's still a 3-possession game.
Right.
So Hunter McIntosh at the free throw line. First attempt.
There you go. You got what you wanted.
Second free throw coming up. McIntosh with 6 points today, just 2 of 10 from the field. And this one's no good. And a rebound grab by Smart. We'll hand it off to Riller. 1:17 left. Riller on the back dribble. Fake. Throw back to McManus. Back over to Riller. Riller working 1-on-1. Splits the double team, and he's fouled.
Got what he wanted.
So 2 free throws coming up for Riller. That's absolutely the person that you want on the free throw line.
Good possession. Can cut it to 5.
And
the clock stopped.
Just fouled out. That would be Simon Wright. Just fouled out. That's his 5th foul. And that will get Hunter Woods off of the bench.
And I tell you right now, Everett, as an ex-player, knowing that McIntosh just missed 2, he's the guy I would go after. If I can't get a steal on initial, he's the guy I put back up there again. He's thinking about it. So
that's true. And Grant Riller just missed the free throw.
Still can cut it to a 2-possession game.
This one's huge. And he does. Down by 6, 65-59. Epps is going to check into lineup. He'll replace Smart. Charleston trying to go small. 1:06 left to play. Wooten will inbound. Run the baseline. Get it in to Sheffield. Sheffield. Double team in the back. Grant Riller working again. Poke from behind by Riller. And the ball's loose, and then a foul by Galloway. Charleston got the poke, but they poked it right to
unlucky
Sheffield. Everything that Charleston needs to go its way, it's not going his way.
And you can almost see Grant setting up for him to reach around, and perfect timing. He timed it and poked it out. Just popped to the wrong person.
57.9 seconds left. Sheffield absolutely has to hit at least one of these to make it a 2-possession game. So Sheffield at the line. He's got 27 points. He's 7 for 8 from the charity stripe today. First free throw is good. Elon today from the free throw line. 16 of 21. Check that now, 17 of 22. Sheffield makes them both. 67-59. Jasper over to Riller. Riller in the front court. Middle of the floor. He'll launch a 3-pointer. His front iron, no good ball. Tipped out. Nope. Grabbed by Elon, and that just might do it. Trapped in the backcourt. Woods has it. Get it over to McIntosh and Elon Phoenix are going to come into TD Arena and pull off the upset today against the conference leading College of Charleston Cougars.
This conference, you just don't know about it. Day in and day out.
Hofstra's up against Northeastern as McIntosh makes the free throw. So Hofstra up 69-65 with 30 seconds left. So if Hofstra can hold on, they'll be in first place by themselves. And of course, next week, Charleston's next two games are against Hofstra and Northeastern. McIntosh makes both. 10-point lead for Elon, 69-59. Clock running, 33 seconds left. Jasper gets the screen from Epps. Gets into the paint. Scoop layup, good. Down by 8, 25.9 seconds left. 69-61. Elon. Now 8 seconds left. Hofstra up by 1 on Northeastern, 69-68. Delaware won earlier, 80-78. So Delaware's 8-4 in the conference. James Madison, 2-11 now. Towson now 8-5. Sheffield catches it. He's trapped. He'll go back over to McIntosh. McIntosh will speed into the front court. He's trapped. They'll go ahead to Hunter Woods. And right now they're playing keep aways. The foul go against Jalen McManus. So Towson with the win at Drexel. They're 76-69. So Drexel now will be 6-6. Towson will improve to 8-5. Charleston's going to fall to 9-4. Elon will improve to 5-8. Free throws no good. So if Hofstra can hold on, they'll be 9-3. And be in first place by themselves. As the second free throw is good. 70-61. Jasper in the front court. God to the basket. Missed the easy layup. Gets his own offensive rebound. Shot up off the glass. It's good. 70-63. 7.2 seconds left. It should be 70-63. They got 60.
It's just that way.
Cougars will probably try to get a steal, and if they can, I'm pretty sure they'll just let the clock dribble out.
I'm surprised they just let it right out. 7 points, down 7 with 7 seconds. You really don't have anything.
McIntosh fouled with 5.7 seconds left. So a big win for the Phoenix. Gordon rolling for Northeastern tonight with 30 points. Like a one-man machine for Northeastern.
Yeah.
The free throw is good by Sheffield.
And big game by Sheffield here tonight. I mean, you had to give him credit. He came in here with a reputation of being a big-time scorer and, almost doubled his average.
Yeah, he's got 30 tonight. Make that 31. 72-63. That's going to do it. As Jasper will bring him to the front court. 3, he'll launch a three-pointer, and it's no good. Smart's putback is good. It'll count, and Elon Phoenix will come into TD Arena. They get the win tonight,